You and Will, this is the prime talking table. You guys are two of the best talkers on the team.
Who, me and Will Howard?
Yeah, so you deserve the dedicated.
Where's Will at?
He'll be down there, then he'll switch it with you.
Oh, okay, I got you. Cool.
So you get the dedicated reporter.
All right, awesome.
How you been?
Good, man. How you doing? Good? Good trip out here? Yeah? That's good. That's good. Long flight. Long flight. Not bad though. We had a nice plane, so I got to lay down, had a reclining seat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was good. Got to sleep the whole time almost, so nice.
Well, we just talked to you, so I don't need to ask anything. I'll let you have the piece.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
We're going to go ahead and get started with Ohio State's Media Day. We have 60 minutes on the clock. We'll give an announcement at 20 minutes in and then 5 minutes remaining on the clock. Thank you.
How's it going, man?
Doing good. Getting great time with you. What's it like preparing for a team the second time?
Yeah, we're excited for the challenge to go up against a great opponent again. You know what I mean? It was a great game the first time, and they're a well-coached team, great athletes. So it's exciting, especially for being at the Rose Bowl here in California and the second round of the playoffs.
Do you feel walking off that field at Austin that we're going to see these guys again?
Yeah, I think that we all knew it was a great possibility. We knew they were going to take care of business, and we knew we had confidence that we were going to win out and get in the playoffs as well. And we knew that it was definitely a possibility, and what better way to have a rematch here in California at the Rose Bowl.
What do you feel like you guys as a defensive line did well in that first game, and what do you have to do better this time?
Yeah, I just think that we just got to keep preparing, keep getting ready. They got a great offensive line, great quarterback, good running back. So when you go against a great team like them, just everything matters. Every little thing. So it's been fun, and we're just looking forward to playing a great team.
How would you describe the difference, or what is Will Howard brought to this team this year?
Yeah, Will Howard's a super confident guy, great athlete, really smart guy, and just a good guy to be around too. Everybody in the locker room loves him. He exudes that confidence. You want to see at the quarterback position, and so Will's been great. He's been nothing short of great for this team, and his game has been going to the next level every week.
The amount of experience he brought with him, is that helpful in the current day and age?
Yeah.
Football being able to integrate himself there.
Yeah, I think that you see across the country, a lot of the veteran quarterbacks are playing really well here this year, and even in the years past. So I think that his level of having played and started in big time games definitely helps, and I know that helps with his confidence. Like I said, he's a confident guy, and I think that him playing a lot of football has a lot to do with that. Thank you.
Hey Jack.
What's going on, man?
Doing good. Just the challenge of going against Gabriel. You guys saw him up close the first time, and it seemed like many times everybody could maybe get a hand on him, but not get him to the ground. Just what does he pose for you guys?
Yeah, he's a great player. He's played a lot of football and really good with the football, makes good decisions. I think he's a better athlete than a lot of people give him credit for too. He can take off and run with his legs. So he poses a great threat, and we love playing against great players like he is. So we're excited to go up against him for a second time this year.
This is an entirely new frontier. You're playing a Big Ten team in the Rose Bowl as part
Yeah.
of the playoffs. How does that all equate in your mind? Just not what you grew up watching, but it is what it is today.
Yeah, I mean, it's really the NFL playoffs now. You know what I mean? So, we got Oregon at the Rose Bowl. It's a great historic bowl, and happens to be a second round of the playoffs. So, we're really excited for this. I know they are as well, and it's going to be a great game.
Jack, apropos maybe nothing, but last night when you got off the bus, I think I saw you bless yourself and point to the sky. And I'm used to that in games, but what was you thinking?
I was just thanking God for the opportunity to be here. You know what I mean? This is such a blessing to be here with this team and this group of guys, and we're fighting like hell, to get an opportunity for that. So just kind of giving God a thank you, to step off the bus. So we're blessed to be here, and make sure we give him thanks.
Will Howard's talked a lot about second chances for him after the way the first game ended. But
Yeah.
It occurs to me there's been a lot of second chances for you guys as a team. Michigan, where you are now, that game. Have you given that any thought?
Yeah, to be honest with you, we're just so focused on where we're at right now. You know what I mean? I think that when you look at how the season is now for a lot of teams, I mean, shit happens during the season, and we're here in the playoffs now. We're playing a great opponent, the number 1 seed Oregon. So all of our focus is geared towards them, and we know they got a hell of a team and a great coaching staff. So we know we got to take care of business to go out there and put the best product on the field against them, because we know they are.
The fact that you played them so close on the road, the matchup obviously by the score, you can play with them. How much does that play in getting ready for this?
Yeah, I think that we learned from the mistakes we made in the previous game, and as well as every game prior. Even Tennessee game, we had some mistakes and that we could have cleaned up. So I think it's just taking it day by day and clean up the mistakes and trying to prepare yourself the most you can before the ball kicks off on Wednesday. Thank you.
The 2 losses, no sacks for the defense. How do you go about rectifying that this time around?
Yeah, I mean, I think that we just clean up the issues that are there, and we obviously are trying to find ways to affect the quarterback like always, and we have trust in Coach Knowles and those guys. They're going to put us in great positions to do that, and playing great team defense offensively. So we know what the challenge is at hand, and we're playing against a great team, great quarterback who's really good in the pocket, escaping stuff. So we're just ready and trying to get prepared every day for that.
I think people sleep on Jim Knowles as a DC.
I don't know if they are. They probably shouldn't. I think he's the best, if not one of the best, guys in the country at coaching the defense. He's a very smart guy, fun guy to be around. He talks a lot more to us than he does to you guys. So, if people think he's underrated, I'm blown away by that, because I think he's proven himself time and time again, whether it's here or at other schools, that he's one of the best defensive coordinators in the country.
How many cups of coffee do you drink a day?
We always laugh, because I drink a lot of coffee too. So whenever I see him getting a cup of coffee, he's in there getting one too, and I just joke with him. So he probably drinks about 4 cups a day, I think.
You're at the Rose Bowl right now. What's going through your mind when you first arrived Pasadena, and then also what's going to go through your mind when you step onto that grass come Wednesday?
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. It's such a historic bowl and historic spot, field. We just thank God for the opportunity to be out here and be with each other and have this opportunity to go prepare and play a great team in Oregon at the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, and how bad do you want to get them back after what happened to Eugene? Just how motivated are you for this game and to move on to these college football?
Yeah, I mean, we're just excited for this opportunity. We know what's at stake, and obviously they do as well. So we're just trying to, prepare our asses off and, be as ready as we can be for the game come Wednesday, and not block out all the noise from before and, even another loss that we had. So we're just all focused and geared towards this game coming up.
You're a long way from Pickerington. I mean, what's this journey been like?
Yeah, no, it's a long way. It's been awesome though. It's fun. I'm here with all my brothers and coaching staff. So I love to be around. We're fighting for another opportunity, to wear this jersey again. So it's been awesome, and we're really excited. I know that Ohio State fans are going to travel well, so expect to see a lot of them in the stadium come Wednesday, and we're really excited.
Advantage having played these guys before, or disadvantage because you kind of know each other, but you're both very different teams now?
Yeah, I think we're both. I think when you look at us, we're a lot different, and they are too. So, like I said, they got great coaches, great players, and they're going to keep adapting as well. So, I don't really think that the game beforehand really has much say in this game right now. Because like I said, you know, they've gotten a lot better. You know, I think we've gotten better a lot too. So, you know, it's really just gonna be a good game, and we're excited for the opportunity. We're just trying to prepare ourselves as much as we can for Wednesday.
Last week, you guys looked like probably one of the top 2 teams in the country. Now you're facing the other team that's that top. How did you guys bounce back from the Michigan game to show the country that you guys can win a national championship and that Oregon's pretty scared headed into the road?
Yeah, I mean, I think that you know, we took a tough loss. You know, we got punched in the mouth, and you know, it's always about, you know, how you respond to get punched in the mouth. So, you know, we knew we had to come out and have a great couple weeks of practice, which I felt like we did. We all felt like we did, and we put a good product on the field with that game. So, I think that we know what we're capable of, and you know, we're just excited to, you know, continue to keep growing, because we have to play. We have to play a better game to play against this team that we're playing come Wednesday. So, you know, like I said, we're blocking out all the noise from what's happened in the past, what people are saying about us, and you know, we know who we are. And we're just focused on, you know, getting better each day before the game.
Like you guys fed off of the edge that, you know, coming off of the Michigan game, and you know, a lot of the bad talk around town, and you use that and really kind of dominated Tennessee. How do you keep that edge and not eat the sugar that you've gotten after Tennessee?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we blocked out all the bad noise, and you know, you got to block out all the good noise too. So, you know, we're not focused on anything other than coming to work every day and being with each other, finding out the ways to get better, and make the improvements we need to make, and take those into the game.
Jack, looking back at your senior year, what are you most proud of?
Yeah, you know, I think that it's hard sometimes when you get caught up in the midst of things, you know, to look back and you know, think about stuff. But I think that that might be a time for hopefully here in another month. But you know, I'm just proud of the way, you know, this team's fought all year. You know what I mean? It's hasn't been easy. Hasn't been easy for a lot of us since we've got here. And you know, here we are right now, about to play a great team in Oregon in the Rose Bowl in the second round of the playoffs. And we're just so grateful. We thank God for this opportunity every day we step into Woody, and having an attitude of gratitude. So just really excited that we get this chance to go and compete against them again.
During your time here at Ohio State, what's the best advice someone has ever given you?
Yeah, that's a good question. I feel like I've got a lot of the coaches and players, older players, and I've got a lot of great pieces of advice. I think that one of the best ones is probably that it's never going to go the way that you expect it to go, or you have a plan in your head. I think that when you get here, you know, and you're highly recruited, like a lot of us are, myself was, you know, you think that it's going to go a certain way right off the bat, and a lot of times God has a different plan for you, and if you stick with it and keep showing up every day and stacking days to weeks and weeks to months, months to years, that you know, by the time you look up, you know, you're going to be in a good spot.
What's that area that you've seen the most growth in yourself?
You know, I don't really like to talk about myself, but I think that for my class, you know, I think we all matured. You know, we all needed to mature a lot, and we did. And I think that's why you see, you know, so many guys in my class, classes below me, their play rising. So I think the maturity level of this team is really high. I think that's been huge for us. Thank you.
Can you talk about as far as what it's going to take to come out victorious come Rose Bowl Day?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Day says all the time, you know, we got to do our job at a high level, and we got to execute and have poise, because we know that, like I said, you're playing a great team like Oregon is. They're gonna make big plays. You know, as bad as we want to say they're not gonna make any big plays, they're gonna make big plays because they're a great team, great, well-coached team. So it's having poise, you know, staying in the moment, and coming down to execution.
When you step out on the Rose Bowl field that day, talk about your emotions, your adrenaline. What will it feel like?
Yeah, I mean, we played here my freshman year, and I got ejected from the game, but for targeting. But I mean, the game, you know, the stadium is one of the coolest environments I've ever played in. You know, you see the mountains in the background, the grass is awesome. So I'm sure the emotions are going to be high. You know, we're playing in the second round of the playoffs against a great team, so I'm sure the emotions are going to be through the roof.
Who's your inspiration in life?
That's a good question. Who's my inspiration in life? You know, I could talk about a lot of people, but I'd say, you know, my family, and yeah, I mean, my dad, my mom, my sister. You know, those are the people that are closest to me, who I love, and who have been there with me through the good and the bad times. You know, always kept me even keeled, and always had that belief in me. And you know, they're definitely the reason I'm here today.
What words do you live by? Model phrase, verse.
I think one of the phrases that I've tried to live by the last 3 years is that it costs $0 to be kind. You know, I think that being nice to people, you know, holding the door for someone you don't know, leaving a coffee shop, or saying hi to someone, it's stuff like that it costs $0 to be a nice person. So, I thank my mom for, teaching me that. She's an angel. So that's definitely one of the verses, one of the quotes I try to live by.
All right. What would you say to all your friends, family, and fans?
Friends, family, and fans, I love you guys. Thank you guys for the endless support, and excited for this opportunity. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Does it feel like any more of a grind this year with the expanded playoff, more games to play, and get to your ultimate?
Yeah, I think that it's an extended season, so you're playing more games than what you're used to here in a college level. It's kind of turning into really like the NFL playoffs. You got to be that extra focus to be locked in for longer, extended periods of time, and I think that our team has adapted really well to that. And I think that if you talk to the Oregon players as well, it's a different feeling this season because it's longer and like I said, it's extended, so you got to be more locked in. So there's definitely a little bit of a difference, but I think that we've adjusted well to it.
Do you think that can prepare something that can prepare future athletes for the next level?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think this is great for the game. I think that the 12-team playoff, was what was right for the college football landscape. So many great teams have missed out on opportunities beforehand with the 4 teams, and it gives a chance to come in and compete. So I think that it's definitely a difference, but I think that it's the right thing for the game.
Do you have any memories from the Rose Bowl growing up watching it?
Yeah, a bunch of them. I mean, it's the granddaddy of them all. So when you're watching it growing up, it's always one of the games that's, prime time, it's on. But yeah, I remember watching Ohio State when I was in high school and they played in 18. They played Washington in the Rose Bowl, I believe it what it was. And I always wanted to play in there. And then, what do you know, my freshman year I got to play in it, and now here I am again in the playoffs. So I just thank God for this opportunity.
Do you have any advice to your teammates who haven't played in it before?
Just soak it in. I mean, it's awesome. You know what I mean? Soak it all in, and don't take it for granted. Even if you're a young guy and may not be getting the time that you might want, enjoy the ride, enjoy the pageantry that comes along with this game, and have fun and enjoy it. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. How's it going?
Good, man. This has got to feel a lot different than your first Rose Bowl. It's much more of a business trip.
Absolutely.
It's all that stuff. But you miss any of the pageantry stuff, the fun stuff? Because you're not going to get a lot of that this year in terms of the way. Like you said, it's more like the NFL playoffs.
Right. Yeah. I wouldn't say necessarily I'm going to miss it because we got a great challenge ahead of us. Playing Oregon, a great team, and it's a business trip. We're trying to come here and be prepared. You know what I mean? We're not going and seeing the city or seeing all the different stuff that this Rose Bowl has to offer. We're more focused on being able to take advantage of the opportunity given at hand to go play a great team like Oregon is, #1 ranked seed. So, it's definitely different, but I don't think we're necessarily missing out on that stuff.
That's how you prefer it?
That's how I prefer it. Yeah, yes, sir.
It's tough. There's a lot at stake. That's the thing with bowls. They're supposed to be fun, but also it's kind of important.
Yeah. I mean, it's a playoff game, so we're fighting to stay alive for another week.
Yeah. What are your recollections of last year, of the game against Oregon earlier this year? What do you think about when you think back on it in general?
Yeah, I think they're a great team. I look back and I say, man, they got a great team, and like we do too. And it was a great game. Some people say it was a game of the year, and I can't wait for another chance to play them. I know they're excited too. Great team, well coached, and here at the Rose Bowl, you know what I mean? Round 2 of the playoffs, so it's going to be exciting.
It was such a hyped game. There was so much attention on it. It was such a painful way to lose.
Yeah.
Having said that, Cody said this is not a revenge game. You can't think about it like that. What's your approach to that?
Yeah, he's right. You can't really look at it as a revenge game. We played them early in the year, and they got the better of us. They made plays down the stretch that we didn't, and they executed better. And that's what it comes down to in these big time matchup games is doing your job, making plays, and executing at a high level. And they did that the first time. So, we're focused on doing our job, executing at a high level, and making plays when our number are called.
What stands out about Dylan Gabriel?
Yeah, I mean, he's veteran guy, really good player. I mean, puts the ball in tight windows, smart with the ball, just a field general out there, and he's a great player. I mean, he was at the Heisman, so well deserved, and we're excited to play against him again. Appreciate it.
You guys often talk about a nameless, faceless opponent. Is that more difficult when you've seen these faces head to head just a couple months ago?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we ever look at it like that. We always take, you can't ever underestimate your opponents, no matter who you're playing. And it's definitely hard to do that when you're playing, the best team, #1 team in the country, and Oregon is ranked in the playoffs. So we know they're a great team, well coached, and like I said, we got to execute at a high level. Play with our hair on fire and see where the chips fall. So, haven't played them earlier in the year. gives us an idea of who they are. But they've changed a lot too. So we're really excited for this opportunity. I'm sure they are as well. And it's going to be a great game Wednesday.
How do you feel you guys have elevated your game from that Week 6 match?
Yeah, I think that we just, we made some adjustments, and coaching staff put us in great spots, and we've just been playing ball and playing smart, doing our job and executing. So I think that's what this game's going to come down to. It's going to come down to executing at a high level and doing your job.
What's the biggest challenge when you face this type of Oregon offense?
Yeah, I mean, they pose a lot of great challenges. You know what I mean? So they got a great quarterback running their offense, Dylan Gabriel. Their running back, I don't think gets talked about enough. He's a great player. They just got great athletes across the board. So when you're coming into this game, you got to execute at a high level, and you got to be able to make the plays when the time comes. So that's really what this game's going to come down to.
Thanks, Jack.
Thank you, man.
Is there anyone on your team that people aren't talking about that they should be talking about?
There's a lot of guys. I mean, a lot of guys that maybe don't play as much as they want to or could at other places. You look at our D-line, Kenyatta and Caden Curry and those guys, Mitch Melton, all three of them could start anywhere else in the country. Receivers, I think they got 3 first-rounders that just don't get the time they probably want or deserve because of the guys in front of them are All-Americans. So I think you look across our team, we got a bunch of those guys. How's it going?
Good. You want me on the other side? Yeah, get on that side. Or you want me behind? Sorry, bud. Tangled. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good.
Jack, as you prepare for Rose Bowl against Oregon, what does it mean for Ohio State to be here? I mean, this is a place that there's been some amazing historic moments for Ohio State, but for this season, this team to get to this stage, what does it mean? Yeah,
I mean, it means a lot. We're so thankful to be here and fighting for another chance to play another week of football with this group of guys and this coaching staff. And what better way to play a second round game against one of the best teams in the country, Oregon, here at the Rose Bowl. So it's special, and we're just trying to do everything we can to get prepared for this game.
Yeah, and when you guys look back at the first matchup against Oregon, what do you take from that one that you guys want to see and do a little bit differently this time?
Yeah, it's kind of difficult, you know what I mean, because that was earlier in the season. They're a lot different now, and we are too. So, we definitely take things that we needed to correct from that game and try to get better at that and just try to prepare ourselves the most we can leading up into this matchup and kind of not really think too much about the last one. Obviously, there's stuff in that game, like I said, that we had to fix and do better at. And I feel like that we've done that, and we're really excited to come prepared for the next couple of days and play another great Oregon team that has gotten better and has been just a lot different now than they were early in the season. So we know they're a lot better than they were back then, and we're excited for the challenge.
So how do you guys balance? Obviously, it's such a great performance against Tennessee, and it all clicking. And you got to turn the page and focus on your opponent. But how do you take that confidence from that game into this one?
Yeah, I mean, definitely got to take the confidence and the edge we had into this game. But like you said, it's a new week and we got a new opponent. And last week really doesn't matter now in this game. So definitely got to take that confidence and let that win the way we played, carry over in this game. But at the same time, we're facing a different opponent, and we know we got to prepare at a different level.
Jack, obviously team game, but individual matchups, big part of it.
Yeah.
You know that from the last time. They've got some tackles that are, with NFL potential like yourself. I mean, what kind of fires you up about, good on good type of matchup?
Yeah, we love that. I know that, myself, JT loves that. Tyleek, like you said, they got a great offensive line. 2 really good tackles who are going to play a lot of ball in the NFL. And I know they're excited for it. We're excited for it too. And, the game of football a lot of times comes down to one-on-one, winning your one-on-one matchup. So, we're excited for it, collectively as a defense. I know they're probably excited for it too. So it's going to be some great battles, and, we're really excited for it.
Jack, we've been saying that it feels like a national championship caliber game, like a real heavyweight fight here
Yeah.
in the Rose Bowl. Do you guys feel that too?
Yeah, no, we definitely think that, they're one of the best teams in the country, and, we know who we're playing against, and we know that the level of athletes and coaching staff that they have on their side of the ball. So we know it's going to be a heavyweight battle, and we're just trying to find a way to prepare ourselves the best we can to go in there and play this game.
When you guys study, Oregon and obviously looking back on the last one too, what impresses you about the way that Dylan Gabriel kind of leads that offense and quarterback?
Yeah, I mean, he's played a lot of football. He's a great player. I always thought he's been good wherever he's been. So to see him, leading that offense, no surprise to me and the guys in our defense. So we know that he's a great player. And we got to contain him the best we can, and we love playing against guys like that because he's the best. He's one of the best. So we're really excited for it.
Jack, we appreciate the time.
Thank you guys. Have a good one. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. How's it going, man?
There's a couple of you guys from 21 that stuck around.
Yeah.
What's that like to just have been through all those years and kind of get to this moment?
Yeah, I mean, it makes it more special, I think that, me and JT were just talking about it last night. You look back at where we were our freshman year playing this game, we're so much different as people and as players, so we're really excited that we get another chance to go and play in the Rose Bowl, and what better way for it to be the second round of the playoffs, so, looking back on it, it's funny, a lot of us we were all freshmen, my class was anyway, so a lot of us were playing a lot, but now, here we are, and, now we're the veteran guys, and we're the leaders of the team, so it's funny that it came full circle like this, and, we're really excited for the opportunity again.
If you had to go back and kind of talk to the 2021 version of you, what would you say, what kind of advice would you give?
I would tell them, to keep working, don't get discouraged, and, think, God's always got a plan for you, so just keep working and stay true to yourself, and things are going to work out all right. Appreciate it.
Jack, in the last loss to Oregon, you didn't have a sack and there was no pressures on your, or only two pressures within the whole D-line. How important is getting to the quarterback, especially with Dylan Gabriel and the fast-pacing Oregon offense that is going to attempt to speed you guys out?
Yeah, I mean, Dylan Gabriel is a great quarterback. He gets the ball out quick and makes good decisions. So anytime you're playing a quarterback like that, the more pressure you get on him, the better it's going to be for your defense that day. Because if you let him sit back there all day, he's going to pick you apart. And they do a great job with getting the ball out quick and him making smart decisions. So I think collectively as a defense, we're excited for this matchup, and we know that we got to prepare the best we can in these next few days to get ready for that matchup.
Obviously, you're an older guy on the team, one of the leaders. You've been in the Rose Bowl before, like you just said. What's your message to some of the younger guys on the team that haven't been in a moment just like this?
Yeah, I think that I'd say just don't take it for granted. You know what I mean? It comes and goes quick, and you don't get to come back and do it over again. We're fortunate enough to come back and be able to play again in the Rose Bowl, and so we're just telling all these young guys, stay locked in and really, don't take it for granted and enjoy it.
What have you most specifically tried to work on personally within the last few weeks to develop your game,
Yeah, I think that, you just kind of work on everything. I know it's cliche to say, but, that's really what we try to do is, sure of everything, get better at the little things. And as a whole team, we're just working on fundamentals and getting back to the basics leading up to games like this, because that's what it comes down to is executing at a high level and doing your job, like I said before, and the team that does that's going to win.
Does it mean that much more to you guys that you already have lost Oregon this year?
I think that we're trying to focus on just this game. I think that we all knew that they beat us earlier this year, and we're not trying to wipe that completely away. But at the same time, they're a different team now. We're a different team now, and we know we're going to have a good battle on our hands come Wednesday.
Thanks, Jack.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, Jack, what's made Ian Moore get better as the years go on?
Say that again?
I feel like he's one of the against Ian Moore a lot this year.
Yeah.
What have you seen from him?
Yeah. I think Ian Moore has got a bright future. I think he's going to be a really good player. I always tell him, I think, man, you're going to be an All-American one of these days. And he's big, he's athletic, but he's a smart kid too. And he wants to be good, he wants to be great, and he shows up and works his butt off every day. And good kid to be around too. So I know Ian's got a bright future, and hopefully you guys get a chance to see him here come soon in the next couple of years.
The first few times that you went against him, was it kind of abuse?
What's that?
The first few times that you and JT went against him, was it kind of like abuse?
I'm not going to sit up here and say that, but
you know what I mean.
Yeah, he definitely went through some learning curves. You know what I mean. But the progress that we've seen him make, and the next, when he first got here, everyone when they first get here is kind of a little bit raw. The technique's not there, and but man, the last 6 months you just see him get better every day. Now his techniques look good. He's setting better. He's so strong, man. He's an ox when you go against him. So there's no doubt in my mind with the progress that Ian's made this year that by the time next year, the year following, he's going to be one of the best in the country. Appreciate it.
You shared a bit about your faith. How does that high tide prepare for a big game like the one coming up?
Yeah, I mean everything. I think that I just thank Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, every day. Every day I wake up, and we're so blessed, to be in this position. And without Him, we wouldn't be here. So, that's first and foremost for almost all of us on the team. So, being thankful for your opportunity and thanking Him every day, and the rewards He'll bless you with are endless.
Is there anything you guys do, like, when you have downtime, like, as a team, like, bonding time?
Yeah, we play a lot of Xbox. A lot of guys game on the team, and, we've been playing a lot of COD and a lot of NCAA, so a lot of us like to play a lot of Xbox. But, yeah, that's probably about it. How's it going?
All right, how you doing?
Good.
I don't think people realize what it's like as an athlete when you maybe get home from a game like November the 30th and you get home in the evening. How would you describe those hours then when you got home?
Terrible. There's no other way to say it. Losing sucks in general when you're a competitor, but even more so when it's at this level with the stakes being the way they were. But at the same time, we had to pick ourselves up, and we had to grow from it. We had to block out all the noise, all the good and the bad noise, and move forward and know who we are still, and know that we're going to get in the playoffs, and when we control our own destiny, and so that's what we did.
So one of your teammates say he prayed, one say he did not eat at all, one say he went in his mind to lay down and went through play after play after play. How about you?
I think I did all of them. I think all those ones you just listed, I did. I prayed. I couldn't sleep, couldn't really eat. Don't want those guys thinking they're living rent free in my head, but that's just how much we love playing with this team. And when you lose a game like that, it sucks. You know what I mean? And we had to find a way to get back up on our feet, and we knew who we still were as a team and individually as players, and we found a way to get back up and keep fighting because we know who we are, and we took a tough loss, got punched in the mouth, and now here we are in the playoffs, round 2, and that's where all of our focus is now.
Did you stay by yourself?
Swap out the 4 student athletes at the players' campus and the 4 student athletes at the players' campus?
We just we stayed together as a team really well. We're with each other a lot of those days, and getting through them, figuring out what went wrong and what we need to fix and improve upon. And we just didn't execute, and we didn't make plays to win the game.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. All right, thank you. Thanks, guys.